All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So tonight, we're playing Tomb of Annihilation, which is almost every Friday night, and then we'll get the advertisements out of the way right at the top. Be sure to follow us on Twitch at DN_Dad, YouTube at DadBodDnd. If you haven't yet checked it out, Binks has his own little series of miniature painting.
What?
It's the best thing in the world.
Not true.
Somebody died.
Somebody Christ.
Somebody Christ.
We were just talking about getting that too.
There's no escape.
Yeah.
There's always one.
She's just like, wait, you paint miniatures? I'm out.
Fuck that. Nerd.
Nerds, fucking dorks.
I will say I got some good feedback on the first episode. Looking at hopefully filming the next episode tomorrow and applying some of that feedback, and it's getting a little better every time. So
Gathering knowledge, applying said knowledge.
yeah,
Those are YouTube exclusives. So if you want to be there, be sure to go to YouTube. Be sure to check us out on all the podcast platforms, which is iTunes being the most popular.
Actually, we get more listens on Spotify, but whatever.
I mean, but iTunes is like everybody knows podcasts come from iTunes.
Right.
So.
All right, I'm done.
We did just do Murder in New Bruges on Sunday, which was an off schedule for us, but be sure to check that out. Chris with a K brought us into the Hooer house, which was kind of interesting. Travis got a little red-faced at some points.
As per usual. Standard operating procedure.
As you can see tonight, we have a special guest. Willow, the shifter druid, will be playing with us tonight. Her character will be introduced at some point. So,
Hi.
yeah.
Yay!
Are we ready?
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Okay.
2 weeks out from the TOA because I wasn't there last.
You're more than that. You're like 3 weeks out.
Yeah, that's right. Shit.
Been a while.
Yeah. So where we last left off, you guys were making the trek from Curseball to the heart of Ubtao and eventually into Omu, which you are on the hunt for Artis Simber. You did stop at Ubtao and you met a very interesting character, the Valindra Shadowmantle. And she may have revealed some more puzzle pieces that you were looking for, and that she's also looking for. And you got to see her real side, which was a lich. And then you guys trekked on a little bit further, ran into a zombie T-Rex, that's right. That spit out some Gorillion zombies and some regular zombies, and you did well. Nobody died. I think only one person fell. But that's all.
Who fell?
I thought it was me.
Victin
But
fell.
I was very close. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And just because I have not had a chance to listen, what clue did the lady give us?
You have to find 9 keys in Omu
Mm-hmm. And those correspond with the 9 gods, right?
that you think, yes.
Yeah, and we only know 3 of them. One of them was Nang Nang, which the only one we've heard of. Moa and Wongo are the other 2 that we know names of now, but know nothing about them.
Wango Tango.
Right.
This is the Wango. I need access to Zelstri's sheet.
What were those 3 again? Nang Nang.
Nang Nang, Nang Nang, Moa, and Wongo.
And so did you say that they told us that the keys were in Omu? I don't know if I remember that specific detail. I just kind of thought they were in Chult.
Nope, they were in Omu.
Okay.
That is correct. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. You guys camped after the fight with the zombie T-Rex, and we are ready to go.
So is it morning time then?
Yeah, did we rest right after? I thought we did.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are good.
Okay.
That was. I don't know about you guys, but I had a pretty good sleep. Finally.
I slept pretty well too.
I just gotta say that was amazing. That was the most amazing thing I've ever done in my life. I'm glad that was all worth it. Dealing with you fuckers, it was all worth it for that right there.
You were like a kid in a candy shop. You
Oh my
definitely
God.
had with that one.
Oh, that's the only reason I came to this godforsaken shithole. Right, I was happy back where I was, but there was these dinosaurs, right? Big. Never thought I'd see one in life, let alone one that spits out fucking zombies. Right, that was 10 out of 10.
You're not like leaving, are you? You're gonna hang around?
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's other dinosaurs to kill. You know, I mean, I feel like I'm a little addicted now, right? Like, I got the one, and it was like an undead variety. And it would be nice if I could kill one of the not undead variety. And, you know, I mean, the gold's been good. I've gotten some nice treasures out of it. So, yeah, I mean, for now, we'll see what happens.
All right, yeah, because I don't think we can make it without all of us together, working together. So
I would say without me, you guys would have a serious problem.
Fuck you. You're probably right.
Of course I am. How about some breakfast?
Probably a good idea. Yeah.
I'm gonna go scrounge up whatever I can to get us some food going.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna take one of my little daggers and the T-Rex claw that I pulled off. I want to try to whittle a hole through it, and then if I get to that, I want to druid craft like a vine type necklace, and I want to make a little necklace out of it. Okay. So I'll spend my morning doing that while he's getting food.
Give me a survival check.
Yeah.
I am proficient.
I am proficient in survival.
Oh, it's him. Okay.
Yeah, not you.
Do you want
13.
Yeah, with a 13, it takes you the entire morning. It's a rougher hole than you wanted, but you get it. And then you druid craft this nice little, vine, and you string it around your neck. Who ties it for you? Do you have?
Oh, I'd probably tie it and then.
Oh, you don't have Nari tie it for you?
Oh yeah, I forgot Nari's with us. No, I'll tie it, and it probably hangs down to the middle of my chest. Like, it's not a choker or anything.
Okay.
But they're in right now, so.
They're still in there. Chokers are back in, which I was just having that conversation with my wife. I don't get it.
You know what's off topic? Being back at school for the first week. Like, all the girls have bangs now. Like, the straight across bangs. I don't know.
I thought you were going to say pogs for a second.
Oh my God.
Pogs would be cool.
I wish. I would host a pog club. I'll get down on some pogs. All right. Back to the game. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So, Vinny, you spend the better part of the morning finding some breakfast, cooking it up. Kind of goes off without any issues. Get a nice, relaxing day. You guys ready to move on?
Yeah, we're on our way to Omu, right?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were on your way to the Dragon Ball.
Yeah. I think we're stopping.
Oh,
Victin's.
That's right. You got your date with Destiny.
Yeah. Unless,
it's on the way. So we established that earlier.
Yeah, it's the open hex.
You are gonna kick his ass,
That's right. I'm gonna give it my damnedest try.
Of course.
And by the look of that guy, I can kick his ass, if I'm being honest. And
yeah.
perhaps not so humble.
Look like a little chameleon lizard. Little bitch lizard.
He's
got this.
He's just a little gecko to me.
That's one way to put it.
He should sell car insurance.
This is what we do here on DadBodDnd. It's full of the dad jokes.
Gotta live up to that name.
So
terrible puns.
make sure you eat some of this breakfast. Nobody ever became or remained head of their village without a nice healthy breakfast first.
That sounds great. I will definitely take that. Because I'm starving.
By the way, it's grilled monkey and some roots that I found.
Sweet.
Works for me.
Nari kind of picks at it and eats enough to stay alive, but not. She's not enjoying this. All right.
Okay.
So who's leading the pack here?
I'm in the back.
I'll take the front since we're headed towards my camp, I guess.
I just assume everybody else falls in line.
Yeah, I'm somewhere towards the middle.
Zelster will be in front of me and the two lovebirds.
They're not even walking.
Is that you and Azaka, the two lovebirds?
Binks and Nari aren't even walking, front and back. They're just right next to each other.
It's fine.
So, Victin, give me a perception check.
This is fine.
This is fine.
Perception check is that button.
Okay. So yeah, you guys.
13.
You guys travel through the day, no issues. We're gonna do the fast travel ideas here. So again, you find some luck before, with well, maybe not luck. You find some misfortune with some of the the monkeys that are hanging out in the trees, and Binks, you remember very well that they swooped down and stole all your guys' stuff. So you were kind of like, hey, watch out for these guys. Set some traps, caught some more monkeys for the road. But then,
monkey.
As you pass this way, you see less and less of the smaller undead creatures that you've kind of been skirting around through the jungles by Ebtal. You kind of get out of that area, and you're about 2 days away from where your camp is at this point. Everybody, give me a perception check.
8. We still need to call them out, right? Because you're not capturing the chat anymore.
Yeah,
that's a 15.
21.
And a 21. So, Binks, trying to focus really hard and impress your maybe suitor.
Yeah. Hey, watch out for those monkeys. Watch out for the vines.
You see a carved out path where it looks like there's been a lot of traffic. Give me a survival check. Binks only.
What kind of traffic?
So with a 20, you can see two kinds of footprints. There are human feet, and then there are kind of like winding trails as you kind of walk through. So it's more of a like a slither, if you will.
Like that's like next to the human feet or within the human feet?
Both. So it's probably 5 people wide, or 5 like humanoid creatures wide that they've carved just this walking path.
Okay.
And intermixed is, human feet, and then sometimes there will be like the slither that covers up.
Okay. How fresh could I tell?
It's been pretty dry recently, so it's more dust, and you can't tell like.
So being in the middle of the pack and having Victin and whoever else in front, I'm gonna kind of hey, Victin, you pick up any of this? Vinny, you watching? We got some human tracks and something else alongside. It looks kind of slithery like. And then
Can I
the huge path over here too.
can I take a look at it, see if I could maybe discern what the slithery part of these tracks is?
Yeah, if you want to look directly just for that.
We want investigation, survival.
Survival.
That's 22.
Oh no.
With a 22, you can make out that it's more of a giant snake. So you would almost like ascertain it's probably like anaconda size, snake size, if you will.
Sure. So it's a snake-sized snake. Okay.
Well, no, it's like a giant size snake. So it's not like a little garter snake. It's like a giant size snake.
It's like the one that swallowed John Voight.
Yeah.
So I'll tell everybody that this ain't a normal snake. This is big. Like you can see, it's like a continuous pattern. Victin, do your people keep these as pets?
No, we do not.
You think
We don't keep many pets around.
you don't think that snake was chasing these humans, do you? Or these humanoid type steps?
Is it easy to tell if this looks like it's a like panic or if it looks like it's a march? Can I tell anything from the footprints?
Yeah, it looks not single file. It's very, the steps aren't very far in between.
They're controlled.
So they're very controlled. It's walking.
No, it doesn't look like they're running from a snake. It looks like they're using the snake. Like it's with them.
Do we want to follow these tracks and see where they go, or do we want to just leave this to the whoever is concerned with this?
I mean,
I'm not a fan of snakes, but
I'm fine to check it out really quick, although I don't think we want to get too far off our path. We have things to do.
Okay.
I mean, you don't know where your group is, right? I mean, maybe this leads to them.
Can I, if I look at the feet, would I be able to tell if they're, like dragonborn size, big feet, or do they just look like normal height, size, humanoid feet?
You kind of put your foot up next to it, and there's no like claws like a dragonborn has, so it looks to be more humanoid.
Yeah, these don't look like they'd be of any of my kind, so I only have an idea of where it is from here, but I don't think if it's in that direction, I don't think these are their feet.
And to be clear, the feet go like that. If you're looking at the map.
Okay, so they are going in that direction.
I mean,
it's
it's been a while since we had a beaten path, so it doesn't hurt. It's in the right direction.
Yeah, let's.
Certainly makes clearing some of this brush, the movement a little bit quicker.
It does. Well, let's just keep our guard up. I'm gonna put my hand on my sword, on children, pull it out, and just kind of hold it kind of loosely to my side.
Okay. So as you guys continue, the path keeps going, and you travel 4 hours. Path keeps going. Same footsteps. No change. No increase in speed. Same slithering is intermixed with it.
So far, so good. That's, yeah, we're not really close enough to like hear anything from the camp yet, so I'm not even gonna look around for that. I want to put my sword away. I'm not feeling so concerned anymore.
Okay.
So I'll sheath my sword and just keep moving on.
Okay. So you guys get another good night's sleep. You follow the path a little bit further, and along the path you see a a small family, so not small in stature, but small in number. A male human-born human, and then a female human with 2 little kids.
A human or a human man?
Yeah.
Human-born man.
His name is Humanman. His name is Mike Humanman. I keep thinking Dragonborn. I'm sorry. And they're following the same path, but in the opposite direction. So they are heading north. And they're
How old are the kids? Roughly.
8 and 6.
Okay.
So as we grow close, I'll yell out to him. Boy, where you heading?
None of your concern. We're just heading out of here, and he kind of like the male human. He kind of brings his family in closer to him. He's like,
We're just
hurry along, kids.
we're just curious what's on the road ahead. That's all.
Don't go that way.
Why?
Well, I don't know. There's a camp, and it's gone.
Camp.
Camp of.
Camp of what?
We didn't stop to see. We just saw the tents burning, and we left.
Tents burning.
I'll look.
Anybody left?
As he's saying that, I'll look Victin in the eye, like just to see if this sounds. I think we want to move.
I'll have a little bit of a look of concern on my face, and I'll be like, I think we need to go check that out. Where was it? How far up there is it?
I was only a couple hours.
We gotta go
Just-
check it
just
out.
Be careful. Well, you
Were
guys have a good day, and he just hurries his
Hey.
family
Was
away.
there any
It's-
more kids,
it's-
families?
Listen, it's not much, but it's going to help, and I'll throw him a pack of food.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for
Yeah.
telling us about it, and good luck. Stay safe.
Yeah, you don't find too much kindness out here. Okay. And so they hurry along, and he's constantly like looking over his shoulder. So you guys want to hightail it to?
Yeah,
Yep.
I want to move pretty fast.
Yeah.
So as you guys pick up the speed, you see just smoke rising. You can see the billows of just black smoke of things being burned, and you pick up the speed a little bit more. You crest a hill, and as you're at the top of this hill, you see Victin, your Dragonborn village on fire, and just you can see bodies everywhere.
What the fuck happened here? I'm gonna slow down my pace a little bit. Just all the motivation kind of drains from my body. The fuck?
As he kind of falls still, I think Vinny's gonna look at Binks and Zaka. He's gonna say, "Victin, stay with the princess. Hold on, we're gonna go. We're gonna go see what we need to go try and help."
I should go. I need to go check this out. I think no offense to either of you, but I think one of you should probably stay back here. This is my village. I need to go see what's going on. See if this is actually the people that I knew.
Can we leave Zelstri? You okay staying here?
You all going ahead. I don't really know how I feel about being around that much heat and light. So that's fine. I'll stay back here with our young princess friend.
You sound like a dog with peanut butter stuck to the top of your mouth.
Boy, is this the work of Durseth?
I'm
Or
going
is
to
he a
take a deep
victim here?
breath, and I'm going to head up and start walking towards it to see if I can't get a gauge of what's going on.
So as you get closer, you see this camp. Travis, knowing your people, they're more nomadic, and they do travel around. But this appears to be a more settled settlement. It has logs that have been cut and formed into a fence with the spikes at the top. The gate is wide open, and you see some younger dragonborn just trying to, like, where they tried to crawl out but were murdered along the way. You see some of the male fighters stuck to the top of the pikes.
Fuck. What did this?
In here, give me a survival check.
Survival of the fittest. Where the alphabetical order, motherfucker?
S.
Oh, Lord of 3.
So,
With a natural 1 plus 2.
and that crit failure.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, you're just lost. You don't even know.
I'm just too distraught.
So,
Oh, God.
as we come in behind him, if anyone wants to try and see if maybe he could figure out what happened, just looking around, do I see any weapons that, arrows that might be of clues, or
Footprints, marks.
footprints, anything?
Give me an investigation check and a survival check.
Ooh.
19 for investigation, 8 for survival.
So, we'll do the survival first. It's hard to make out because it's very clustered, and it's very, like, you can tell a fight happened here. And you make out, some footprints every once in a while. You do make out some slithering, trails, but that's about it. You can't really. You can tell that just this has been disturbed and a fight happened. With an investigation check, you find arrows. So there's arrows and bodies everywhere. There's swords and shields lying on the ground, bloodied. Looking through the bodies, you see... Let me pull it up here. A snake-esque type character. So you should be seeing that on your screen now.
Ah.
So...
Oh, shit.
It is like a giant snake. Then you see some that kind of look like this. Not as snake looking, but they do have, snake features. Like the eyes and some of the nose. And as you're continuing to look and try and get a scope, you see a younger female, still alive.
What is she doing?
Hiding. Trying to hide.
Like amongst the bodies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not trying to be seen.
Hey, listen, we're not gonna hurt you. I can see you.
And I kind of am startled, and I pull out I need to pull out a sword, and I pull out a stick, and I'm like, ah!
Hey, it's okay. We're here to help. What happened here?
I don't really know what happened. I was laying down for a nap, and people started screaming, and I hid, and when I came out, everyone was dead.
I'm gonna say with that crit fail, I just kind of fell to my knees earlier, and I just now getting up, kind of catching up with the group, and just seeing her there, I just grabbed my sword out real quick. Did you have anything to do with this?
I back away. No. I was here because I'm lost and I don't know what I'm doing, and they just didn't find me.
Who's they?
They're snake people who slithered and had big snake eyes.
I'll grab the snake, the UNT body that I found, and I'll kind of grab it by I'm guessing they wear shirts or sashes or anything I can grab.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will grab it and kind of hold it up for Victin to see.
Like this, like what Vinny's got in his hand. I guess that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I didn't get a good look before hiding, but yeah, I think that's what happened.
You said
let my arm just drop and sword still in hand, but okay.
You said you're lost. Are you with these people? The dragon folk. The dragon folk.
No, they took me in. I ended up here. I was headed to Waterdeep, and I ended up here, and I'm lost.
Long way from Waterdeep, yeah.
I may have snuck on a ship, and it may not have ended up where I was going.
And now you're in the middle of Cholt. Are there any other survivors that you may know of? Do we need to...
I haven't found anyone.
From what we've seen so far, would I have recognized any of the bodies?
Yeah. So you kind of walk through some of the fallen Dragonborn. You see some of the kids you grew up with. You see, eventually you see Durseth. He is up on a pike, and he's cut pretty bad. Well, he's dead, but
Let's just get down to it.
Yada yada yada.
But, so he has a lot of cuts. You can see he put up a fight.
I'm sorry for pulling my sword on you, but these were my people.
Sorry.
I don't.
About your losses.
How long were you with them for? How long were you with them for?
A couple days. They took me in when they found me eating berries in the forest.
That sounds like them. I'm glad that they at least were able to help you.
Yeah, they were very kind to me.
Azaka kind of is leaning over body and stands up, and she said, well, these are what the stories say inhabit Omu, so I think we're on the right track.
You said you hid. Do you know how to fight? Is it just an unwinnable fight?
It was unwinnable. I could go with you guys if you don't want to leave me behind for them to come back.
Can we sidebar for a minute?
We don't want this person.
Yes, of course.
I can't laugh during this. I'm supposed to be sad, you fuckers.
Just stay there. Your Highness, could you maybe give her some food and water, please?
She's not with you. She's not with you.
Oh, that's right. She's up there. Never mind. My bad.
That's right. She did stay back there. That's right.
Okay. So I'll give her some food, and I would give her some. I'll actually use the jug, and that's funny you put that. I was gonna make some wine.
I'm gonna the full screen video and
don't. Yep. So I'm gonna give her some food, and I'm gonna use the jug to make some wine, and just say, "Here, drink this. It'll calm your nerves." We'll be right back.
And I chug the wine. It's not like a little bit.
So I figure I gave you a glass, and after I see you chug it, I'm just gonna hand you the jug.
Oh, okay.
Do we remember what happened last time we drank?
She's
fine drinking.
Okay.
Okay.
You're not in the party. You're not here.
I mean, I'm Azaka, so
Okay.
And Nari.
So, so I'll go back to the rest of the group. I have major reservations. Oh,
Can I try to listen, like, from a far away?
how old are you?
Like 18?
All right.
Yeah, if you want to try and listen and eavesdrop a little bit, give me a perception
have-
check.
Major reservation about taking on another kid. No offense to those present. Out into the jungle.
Well,
I mean, I
I
don't
feel
know.
you, Vinny, but the more... I mean, look at what happened here. These were fighters. These were people who knew what they were doing. And the more we have, and the better this is going to go. The less we have, we could end up like them.
We don't.
How many
don't-
people would we estimate were here?
There wasn't a lot, so there's probably 20 left in your
Okay.
clan.
That's what I was thinking too. Originally 4, so it didn't dwindle too much between then. I mean, there were. This is about everybody who was here before. So I mean, if they took him this quick, we're gonna need help.
How many people are in our party right now?
There's
So five,
like-
4
five,
of us: Zelstri, Nare, and Azaka. So isn't it 6?
5 plus Nare, 6.
And Nazaka.
She's
Yeah,
part of that 6.
I have 6.
So Willow
I mean-
would be 7.
This, yeah. I mean, we're gonna be like a parade coming through here. I mean, I know.
We're not. It's not like we're headed carnival. Like, this is going to get really bad, really fast.
Yeah, and I don't want to leave anybody behind, but I also want to be able to move quickly and be able to. I don't know.
Can I hear them?
Yes, you can hear them. So with a 17, you can. You're kind of listening harder than you should, and you can
I
hear.
know, I'm like, you don't want to leave an innocent girl behind.
Okay, so listen. I don't think you understand what we are, okay?
And where we're
at.
going.
And what we've seen and been through so far.
This right here, what you just saw, this is a Tuesday for us. I'm being honest. Like, that's why I asked. Can you fight?
That's why it's Wednesday.
I am out for an adventure, and I can do some things.
This is not just a stroll. That, like Vinny said, this
We've
is
lost-
normal for us. We've lost so many people, so we need to know that you can fight and hold your own and be part of the group, and because we're gonna kill some shit.
I mean,
More-
I can hold my own, and I cast Entangle on him.
Ah,
I'm gonna back up as I see them, like the vines sprouting up. Are you tuning on me or on Binks?
Binks, he was talking, yeah. Binks.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of back away for a second as this is happening.
Yeah. So go ahead and cast the spell.
Okay.
Okay. So, Binks, please give me a strength save. No, strength check.
strength check. Just straight up.
Straight up. Ooh.
17.
What is your
Feeling it
what is
today.
your spell save, Willow?
Look on your spell page, top of your spell
15.
page.
Yeah, so 15 is good.
Alright, thanks.
Yeah, so as these tangs come, you kind of just, stomp them down and cut them away with the clockwork bow that you have is two swords.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
It's not nothing.
If you take me, I will not get in the way, but please don't leave me for Snake Snack.
How many undead have you killed?
Okay.
I mean, I can do other cool things, like, I don't know, feed you berries that heal you, and
That
other...
would be nice.
You just don't leave me.
Okay.
We're already six strong.
We
What's
can.
If you leave me, I will follow you. So
So it's the princess.
you can't.
Hell. Okay, listen, it's fine. Fine. I just want to make sure you know, we cannot guarantee your safety. We are going to where these things that did this live. So.
I'm really good at hiding.
I mean, we found you real quick.
Yeah. Well,
Not to be offense, but
It's,
just saying, that's our only experience so far.
welcome to the party. What was your name?
Willow, but you can call me Will for short.
Will.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Vinny. This is Binks.
I'm
Victin. And back here is Zaka. We got 2 more up the way.
They're just fucking everywhere.
Get just crawling out of the woodwork.
It's like rabbits.
Well, if it's decided you're coming with us, I don't think we should stay here.
No.
All right.
I mean,
I don't want to.
This is Victin's call.
Do we
need to do anything here?
some burials? Do we need to? I know you and Durseth were going to fight anyways, but
I mean,
is there something?
He didn't really seem like your friend.
We were okay. Of everybody here, is the one I'm least upset about. I would like to just look around real quick for something to take with me. Maybe see if I can find our king's body or something for a necklace or the crown or something. I mean, I was the king of this place in name only, I guess, but I need something to take away from here before we just leave. And then I'd like to set the whole place on fire as a sort of way to cremate all of them.
Viking
All
funeral.
be one with the fire.
Okay. Yeah. So you look around. You find a sigil of your clan that you cut out of.
Scales.
Yeah, you cut out of a tapestry, so there's nothing hard like a metal or anything. And then you guys start loading bodies into a central place. As you're doing that, Nari comes down. She kind of like, ugh, what happened here? Are these what your people do?
You bite your tongue.
Kid.
You bite your tongue right now.
Binks, are you going to let them talk to me that way?
Yeah, I mean, you talk to them that way. This is not what Victin's people
While
do.
he's talking, I'm just going to just yell, "Shut up!" And as I'm yelling that, shoot the fire out of my mouth and just light everything on fire like I originally tended to do. Just get these the kid to shut the fuck up.
Well, sorry.
I'll kind of take her aside and kind of explain to her the severity of the situation.
I'm gonna look at Zaka in the eye and roll my eyes.
Is the 2 elderly people in the group?
Kids.
You're like the parents. Okay, so you guys get them all, bundled together. Victin, you start the fire on the main one, and then you kind of spread it around to the tents and the fence. And as you're walking away, it looks really cool. There's just this giant bonfire behind you.
Did we find anything? I mean, not to be disrespectful, but we are in a scavenger situation. Could we look for anything of use?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
That's just 17.
17. Yeah, you find, what little gold this clan had, which was 27 gold pieces. It had 2 platinum in there. Yeah, platinum, guys. This is big time.
Shit.
I mean, gold's gonna be useless, but good for you. You find some gems, you know, a couple red rubies that are nice and very pristine. You find several, you know, common swords, some shields.
I'll kind of lay out what we found. Victin, this is all yours to do. What?
You got the pick of the litter.
This is all yours to do with as you please.
Take it and put it in my pocket.
Just kind of give him a head nod.
Thank you, Vinny.
Zel-
Take a few deep breaths, regain my composure. That's it.
So Zelstree, having now joined the group, is just going to be like, so who in the world is this?
I'm Willow,
And
I'm following you. So
and
Hi.
you're coming along with us?
yes,
I really would have liked to have had a vote on this.
Well,
You are new to this party. You
He's
don't
also-
get a vote right
yeah.
now, to be honest. And I'm just a little bit emotional from this, so I'm not caring so much about my attitude.
It's clear to me why my brother would have hung around with you. She's just gonna turn away and start walking away huffily.
I like your hair.
She's gonna flip you off as she walks away.
No,
A total Vinny move.
That wasn't Vinny!
I'm just saying it was a total Vinny move, though, to flick him off at the
Hey,
end.
he's the one with the evil drow character, okay? I'm playing the trope.
Azaka's gonna say, we should probably get going. This is not.
I
Yes, we should.
I mean, large bonfires typically attract unwanted
agree.
guests.
uh,
Okay. As you guys kind of head out, you know, it's midday, so 2, 3 in the afternoon. You get about an hour away from the camp, and Nari leans over to you, Binks, and says, "Who is this?"
who are you speaking?
The new
Your
person.
new girlfriend. Tell her it's your new girlfriend.
Oh God, I hate this.
Why?
It's-
Why?
The same reason you're here, because we're in the
Well,
middle.
I'm here because I'm going to be the queen of all of this.
Is this
She
going to
is
be our
not.
first? But she can help with the escort. We can get to Omu easier if we all stick together and we work as a team. And there's no way any one of us could go by ourselves. What do you want? What were we supposed to do? Just leave her there? Like, you saw all the bodies laying there. This is.
Well, maybe she did it. I mean, you don't know what. You didn't know her.
Well, true, but that vibe was not being felt. It was. She seemed scared.
As you're defending, Willow, she kind of just stomps ahead of you.
You're gonna make a great princess, a great queen.
I already am a princess.
Trust
And
us, we know.
it's a couple hours of awkward silence, and she's walking.
It's our
you
first
know.
fight.
She's walking next to Victin, not saying anything.
So as we're walking, I will talk to Willow and just kind of see what I can gather from her past, and just kind of talk. And so you said you were trying to get to Waterdeep. Where are you from? What did
I'm going on an adventure. Me and my sister were going on adventures, and I think we ended up on the wrong ship. But he ended up on a different ship, so she might be in Waterdeep. And so I'm headed there, but not by myself. So I'll go with you guys, and then you can take me there maybe, or to a port city. Because I don't want to be alone.
Well, that's the plan. I'll kind of fill her in on what we're trying to do. That the original group set out to try and stop the death curse. I'll let her know that I'm probably here for the gold more than anything.
And I don't get like the gravity of how dangerous it is, and I'm just like, yeah, my sister's going to be really impressed with this adventure.
So, I mean, I do have to ask, how have you survived? How you've been out here? How long? How long have you been in the jungles out here?
3 weeks.
And how exactly have you survived this long?
Eating berries and hiding, and I have a couple things I can do, and hiding.
Well, hiding.
Hiding.
I feel like
All right.
Azaka's going to be walking, flanking Willow on the other side as you're talking to her, Vinny.
Okay. I'll kind of fill her in on Azaka too, seeing how some of the other party members had treated her. You know, would say, just here's Azaka. She started out as our guide, and she's become one of the group with us.
Oh, Vinny, that's so sweet. You getting
So,
soft on me, Vinny?
Never. But if you need someone to talk to, either one of us will be happy to. The other, it takes people a while to warm up. They're newer, So, I think you'll do. I think you'll do just fine.
Yeah, I think you guys can be my friends.
Well, they might do. We'll do our best to get you to the.
Thank you.
And so, yeah, over the next couple days, you guys follow the same tracks. So you are able to pick up the human path that was made, and the same serpentine slither marks that are there.
How's like the canopy on top of us? Is it like a dome, like a tunnel, or can we see the sky?
No, you can't. You are deep in the jungle, and when you look up, it is just treetops.
Okay.
You're walking through it like the Amazon, I would say.
All right.
The rainforest.
I would say like the last day, especially after talking with Nare, I kind of fade to the back and kind of like kicking rocks as we're walking, just thinking it'd be kind of better to be, in a smaller group and, kind of mumbling, nothing too audible, but just mumbling under my breath, just bitching a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys keep walking. Is there anything you guys want to talk about, or just you want fast travel?
At least at some point during the fast travel or whatever next camp we get, I want to go up to Zelstri and just apologize for getting snebby earlier. It was like that. Those were my clan, and I was just upset. I apologize to you.
To the princess?
Zelstri. For
this
because yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know she did something.
She was the one that said that because you had her say that she wanted to say in.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
Party.
Sorry, I lost it.
Quite all right.
It's. Tensions were at a high in a rather sticky situation. So, apology accept.
I'm gonna hand her just a couple of pieces of gold just to say thank you, like 3 pieces.
She kind of frowns
5
at you.
pieces.
She kind of frowns at you when you do that. Oh, honey, I don't want. I won't eat that.
I thought I'd offer.
She makes a point of not apologizing back.
I don't expect her to. So I'll put the money back in my pocket. And I'll just say thank you for understanding. And that's it.
Okay. So as you guys venture closer to where you heard Omu was and was marked on your map, you start to have more of a sulfur smell. And as you kind of look to the east or the left as you're traveling south, you see...
It wasn't Vinny.
You see, some actual large mountains, and as you get closer, you can see the base through the jungle. You can't really see the tops of them, but it being in the canopy, it doesn't have a lot of room to breathe. So that sulfur smell gets heavier as you head towards Omu. You do the next couple days travel, following these same tracks. As you follow the tracks through the days, you see dead things along the way. There's a couple undead that are just left here on the side. There's some kobolds that you see dead. There are there's a few grung along the way, not a lot. But yeah, there's no real sign of life down here. So you get the impression that this is being cleared out. Or there's constant patrols.
Nare. Has Nare ever been to Omu? I can't remember if we...
No. She never
Okay.
has. She's only... during the conversations you would have had during this long journey, she's only had the things that... what was her name? The leader of the Curse of All.
I can't remember.
Ashara.
Yeah.
Told her. So just the things that she has kind of relegated Nari to know. And maybe it's like a fantasy of what Omu actually is and what it could be, and not the forbidden city that Chult lore has.
Okay. So Nari, I just want you to be prepared that this Omu may be in ruin, and
we will rebuild
it looks like death. I'm sure that you will. I just want you to be prepared.
Well, thank you. Okay. So as you kind of follow this path, you start. Go ahead.
I do want to say before you move forward. I'm sorry. I do want to say to the group, seeing all this stuff dead along the road, we might want to think about leaving the road and venturing through the jungle at some point.
Okay.
Well, you're the tracker, Vinny. You find us a path. We've seen a lot of dead shit on the way, and I don't want to be one of them.
So I'm going to kind of start just watching the canopy to see if I could find a reasonable clearing or area where we can get off the road a little bit.
Which way are you looking? East or west?
We're currently heading south.
Yep.
I'm probably going to look.
That's where the path kind of leads.
Yeah, I'm probably going to look to the west a little bit.
More like that, actually. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, so actually, if that's the path, then I'm probably going to say to the east. We have a map of Chult, correct?
Yeah.
So we have an idea where Omu is. I would probably say to the east, so we can maybe circle the city a little bit rather than just walking straight into it. Okay. And kind of get off the road in case there are, like you said, patrols.
So as you're leaving the road, give me a survival check.
Okay. That's a 21.
It's a 30. 30. Yeah, so as you're... You find it. You find a suitable path, maybe like a game trail that goes off. There's no tracks other than animal tracks. And as you get off of the beaten path, like an hour or so, you start to see a little bit more livelihood out here. You see, monkeys, and various flora and fauna that maybe were torn down by the Yuan-Ti. After a couple hours travel, you approach this. You see if I have a handout for you. Show to players. You see this. So
Holy moly.
As you are heading east, you reach a clearing, and as this clearing opens up, you see about 20 to 30 feet, maybe more like 50 feet down, ruins. And the city itself looks as if it's just been overgrown with vegetation. You don't see a lot of movement in here. You don't see like this flourishing city that Nari seems to think it is.
Well, looks like they cleared out. Time to turn around.
No, we need to look at this further.
We have a job, a very specific job of finding Artist Simber.
And to be clear, you guys are on the north of this. So north,
away from the
yeah,
lava.
Yeah, opposite side of the lava, where you see the waterfall coming in, you're like dead center of that top portion, not by the waterfall. Okay. And as you get closer, how close are you guys getting?
To the edge, baby.
So as you get closer to the edge, you see statues all the way around, flanking the entire thing.
Down or up where we're at?
Up where you're at, as if it's looking at the city.
What do the statues look like?
That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'd like to, since I'm moving up that way.
Oh, did you say give you a perception check?
Yes, please.
I thought you said I have a handout for that.
Oh, I thought you said that too.
Nope. Give me a perception check, please.
That's right.
Maybe you'll get a handout.
Maybe. As you get closer, you see that they are gargoyles, stone gargoyles that look like they're just looking over the city.
But not snake related in any way.
Nope, just straight gargoyles. And that's where we're going to take our break for tonight. So. So we're back. Everybody good?
Let's do this.
You know it.
Do we see any movement in the city? Where we're at?
Give me a perception check. 13. No, so from what you guys do see in the city, it looks to be abandoned, and where this waterfall comes in, you kind of look to the left, it's starting to flood where these buildings once were, and it appears that it is run down, and there's nothing going on in this city anymore.
Venny will say, "Well, welcome home, Your Highness."
Oh well, I mean it's gonna need some work, I guess. But I have money for that. We'll get. I have people.
you are going to need a lot of money and a lot of people.
Well, I mean, once people understand that I'm the queen, they'll just want to do it for me. So
Don't think that's how that works.
I don't think
Sure.
you know how anything works. I mean, because I'm pretty sure your whole clan is dead.
Holy shit. Wow. I'm not gonna react to that. I'm just gonna.
I just kind of like
away.
put my face in my hands, like, oh my god.
I'm going to say, I'm not sure you have much more.
I don't. Oh, well played.
I have the bird folk, so
Oh,
they are at my back.
All 15 of them.
Well, it's more than 0, right?
All right. Can we stop it?
We can get up there and kill them real easy now. We don't have to worry about
Can
those
we-
jumps.
We're here. Can we have stuff to do, not fight.
So
Can
as you get closer to the edge, it's much more sharper than it looked. So as you looked out, there's some higher spots in Omu that make it look like it's right there. But as you get closer to the edge, it's more like 100 to 150 feet down.
Does there appear to be any kind of? Can we look around the rocks, surrounding to see if there looks like there could be anywhere that would be an entrance or somewhere of footholds or an old path or anything?
I mean, how much time do you want to spend?
For this, I think I'd like to spend at least an hour kind of just surveying, not really going anywhere, just kind of looking at the rocks and seeing if anything looks like it's traversable more than a 200-foot craggly drop.
Closest to you is the waterfall. And it looks like a pretty good waterfall. It's pretty deep, so it's not like a shallow just right over. It's a very thick, slower moving waterfall, so it's not like it's more of a lazy river that just tumbles. But there's no real easy way down from where you're at. And I would say you guys are probably, like here.
So where we're at, how far down?
It's about 100 to 150 feet from the
Okay.
best you can guess.
How much rope do we have? Let's do rope check. I have
in
50.
Rope check, guys.
in prep for the Oni fight, I picked up an extra 50 feet, so I have 100.
I have 50.
I don't think I have any,
Good thing you got extra pinks.
but I'll use yours.
It's fine. What do you think? We could tie off on one of these statues, and then use
Can
that
I-
as the anchor.
Can I investigate one of the statues? I want to make sure this isn't going to come alive on us, or see if it's booby trapped or anything.
Yeah, so about every 100 feet there's a statue. And I mean, it looks like this.
Oh, that looks bad.
It's a statue, and so it's a gargoyle standing there with its mouth agape. I can read you the exact. A vine-draped gargoyle perches on the cliff top, staring down at the ruined city. It has the face of a devil with with its mouth agape in a silent scream. Ooh.
I say we avoid the statues. They give me the heebie-jeebies.
So don't tie off to the statues.
Huh?
Don't tie off to the statues.
Are there trees around?
Yeah, I mean the jungle hug's pretty good. So you would probably be about 10 feet from the cliff's edge. So you need 110 and 100 to 160 depending on where you go down.
Yeah.
So we've got 200. I think we should probably try to find a place where we could tie off to a tree rather than one of these statues.
Okay.
And I would tell everybody, let's not touch these statues. We might not even want to look at them just to be safe. Just a thought.
Yeah, I mean, judging by the things we've seen, who knows? All right. So I guess I'll take one end of my rope and start tying it around a tree that's big enough and close by.
Okay. So give me a dex check for the knot.
Just straight decks.
Okay, that's a 12. So you're slowly tying all 200 feet together. You flip it around the tree, tie it together. You're sitting there, it's snug. It's good to go.
All right.
And I'm assuming you just throw the other edge down.
Yeah, I'll kind of like walk to the edge and kind of look down a little bit, and then I don't want to just like tangle it, because who wants to tie that knot? So I'll kind of just start to fish it down, and is it just like straight cliff? There's no like roots or anything. Okay, yeah.
It's
So
like sheer cliff straight down.
Yeah, I just want to make sure it's not going to catch on anything, and it kind of gets all the way down to the ground.
Okay.
Could we maybe hook it on one of the buildings? Make like a bit of a zip line or something?
Ooh, I do have a grappling hook. I forgot. I've never used a grappling hook before, so I have no.
Are we getting too cutesy with it?
Yeah,
I mean that's going to take a very precise shot.
We don't know what's in that building. I mean, maybe coming down and being able to creep in is a better idea. I don't know. But
I think being silent is our best option here. We don't know what we're going to come across down in the city.
Zaka is going to turn to Willow and say, "Have you been in here at all or seen anything down here?"
Nope, this is my first time.
Well, who wants to go first?
Oh.
Do we want to draw straws for it? Or sticks?
I'll go first.
I'm going to take out my crossbow. I'm going to be one of the last ones down to make sure that we don't run into any company.
okay.
Last place we want to get noticed is while we're all stuck on the side of a cliff.
Okay.
I'll go after Victin.
Okay. So Victin.
Yes, sir.
So Victin, Binks, Willow, Azaka will go fourth, Nare or Zelstree fifth. Is that fair?
Yeah.
And then Nare sixth and Vinny seventh.
That works.
Okay. So we'll start at the top. Victin, give me an athletics check, please.
Athletic is
Ooh, nice.
23.
Wow,
Oh,
23. Yeah,
You have
so
a +8? Nice.
Yeah. Proficiency, man, plus my strength is lots of points.
Yeah, that's
strength.
That's
Yay.
nasty.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. Strength.
Well, you could try and like dive and jump and roll if you want to do acrobatics, but you're going to get real creative.
Okay.
Yeah, so you tie it off, you're like, good to go. And you just rappel down this. You get about 10 feet. Vinny, you're on lookout, right?
Yes.
Give me a perception check for your lookout.
Oh, good lord.
Okay.
That's a
6. Everybody else is kind of prepping and mentally thinking of what is going to take to get down this, while Vinny, you guys trusted Vinny to be your lookout. And then out of nowhere, Travis, you get 2 claws just coming straight at you from these gargoyles, and as you look out, there are 3 that are now hovering kind of above this. And Travis, you're about 10 feet down. Binks, I would say you're getting ready to start.
Yeah, right at the edge.
And so everybody, put your tokens on the map if you would. Kind of where that little blob was.
Willow, if you go to the little newspaper, you can click and drag on your name, and it'll drag it out onto the board.
Okay. Thank you.
24.
Oh,
This is so tiny.
I'm tiny out there.
Oh, good lord!
Oh, gee.
God,
Took me a second. It's probably to scale.
Right.
Everybody else is giant while everybody else... I would say Azaka is probably to scale. Alright, so now I gotta find...
Let me do Zelst.
Where's Elstree?
Okay. Why is my music not playing? I mean, I had battle music.
Gotta have that.
I'm hearing the nature sounds. Now I'm hearing the music.
Well, nature calls, Travis.
Great movie. Ace Ventura 2.
It actually wasn't.
So
I like it.
Debatable.
It
I just like anything
wasn't.
Grim Carry though. Almost.
Not that I have a complex or anything, but can we make my token a little bit bigger?
There we go.
We're good to go.
You are the
Alright.
biggest.
So, Willow, if you will do initiative for me, so go ahead and click on your token. Oh, you're already out there?
Okay.
Cool, never mind.
Where the hell is my?
I'm out there, but it said that I didn't. No valid token was. So I just click it again and then roll again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to have it highlighted,
Okay.
and then run your initiative.
Oh, a 4. Sweet.
I'll give you the 17, because that's what you rolled first.
It's all right. I don't care.
You guys are probably going to want to... And then... 1 second while I pull out a couple more. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so, while Vinny, you're kind of like looking at into the city, maybe thinking that's where your threats are going to be coming from. The three gargoyles that are kind of near the top of where you are, the one that's pretty close to you, and then the one that's further down, have come to life the moment that Victin stepped down onto the rock. And they have swarmed you, and Binks, there's one engaged with Victin who is 10 feet down. There's one with Binks, and then there's going to be one on Willow.
And they can fly.
And they can fly, and they are going to take... So that one is to you, Binks.
Which one?
The 20 and the 6.
Oh, the 20. Yeah.
And then to you, Willow, the 19 and 20 to attack.
Oh, the 20.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Binks, you take 7. Willow, you
7.
take 8.
8.
8 points of damage. Okay.
8 points.
And this is where we'll start the order. Binks, you are up first after this just hulking gargoyle came and just clawed and like grappled onto you and bit you.
Alright, so, and it's in melee with me, right?
Yes, 100%.
So across my back, I have my original longbow that I've had forever, and then I have this other scimitar, kind of creating an X, and then my 2 clockworks are on my shoulder. I'm gonna take that other scimitar that's on my back, and it's the Yuan-Ti Great Scimitar that I haven't used yet.
Oh shit.
And I'm gonna just take it out, and I'm gonna hack at this guy that's engaged with me.
Okay.
That's a 12.
Did you roll it, or are you rolling... Are you rolling real dice, or you...
No, I rolled it in roll 20.
Oh, wow.
Wow, it just popped up.
Yeah, it just popped up for me.
Sorry,
Wow.
it was a 12.
Yeah, so as you're trying to pull this out and this
Wow.
thing is just on you, it slowly just backs off a little bit and then re-engages.
All right. Now's the time. Earn some money. That's
Okay.
my turn.
Gargoyle on Travis. He's going to bite and attack. 22.
That hits.
Okay. Make
That's
a
4 points.
strength save, please.
Strength save. Christ, where did my sheet go? I'm so bad at this roll 20 thing. Alright, you said strength save.
Yes, please.
Rolled, and it is a
Oh,
24.
Okay. Vinny. So yeah, actually, Travis, this thing just comes and like crashes you into the wall, and as it does, it grabs with its, that sharp beak of a mouth it has.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, luckily you're just, you're holding tight. But
And
Right.
4 points of damage, right?
yes,
or-
no, 5 points.
5. Whoops.
All right. Vinny's going to take the mouse. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. So I'm going to take a sharpshooter shot at the one that's attacking on Victin.
Okay.
That is a 12.
Yeah, as you let loose that first crossbow, it just hugs into Victin and it just goes wide over.
Okay. We'll take another sharpshooter shot.
I forgot I had 2 attacks.
19.
Oh, okay, that's a 19.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. So that is 19 points of damage.
So as you shoot and it hits, it connects with the stone and just goes pink, tings off.
Oh,
But it does crumble a little bit of stone,
okay, all right.
a little bit. I mean, it's not as powerful as what you would normally do. What the
Okay.
fuck is wrong with my keyboard?
Do I? And then I have movement.
Yeah, yep. I mean, typically, right?
I just didn't know if the one that was near Binks was also in melee with.
Oh shit.
It's hard to tell from the map we're on. So Vinny is going to try. He's going to try to get behind the one that Willow is currently engaged with.
Okay.
I don't want to get in melee range, but I do want to get behind it.
Okay. Sorry, my keyboard just is randomly not working tonight.
Hey, I'm showing
Should be on the
Travis.
screen keyboard.
Oh, never mind. It's just on my end.
Might help if I put them in there too.
We gonna need them.
We're gonna need them.
Oh yeah. It'd be nice, really nice if we had them in there.
Okay. With Vinny going Willow, it is your turn.
All right, I am going to cast Flame Blade.
What is flame?
Mashed taters. Oh, not sling blade. Okay.
You evoke a fiery blade.
Reach 5 taters.
Wow.
God,
So-
that's a good movie.
Fiery Blade appears in my other hand. Do I have to hit on this one? Do I have to roll a d20 to hit?
Yeah. So as your bonus action, this just giant fire blade just appears out of your hand as if, it came from nowhere. And so you would just roll a normal attack with
Spell attack.
Yeah. So that would still have your
Modifier.
it would have your proficiency and your what is druid modifier?
Go to your spells page. Tell you at the top. It'll tell you at the top.
Wisdom. So, yeah, you would do... Oops, sorry, I'm clicking your sheets. So you would add
7 to 15.
7 to that. Yeah, 7 to 15. So,
All right, 20.
22. So yeah, with a 22, you just come across this thing with that blade. Go ahead and roll your 3d6 damage.
Whew.
Damn.
15.
2 6s. Nice.
Wow, nice. So yeah, as you just come across with that blade, it just the fire spreads and you hit the one on you, right?
Yep.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. That's all I'm going to do.
God dang. Okay, so Azaka is going to go into where tiger form, and she's going to try and pounce on the one on you, Willow. So she's gonna bite and claw. And then this thing needs to make a strength save. Okay, so she just goes from her normal self into this giant tiger form and leaps over Zelstree and onto this, gargoyle, knocking it to the ground. Bites it, slashes it. Doesn't do as much damage as it should, like Vinny was doing. But it is able to kind of kick her off and stand there prone. Or not prone, stand there. Okay, Zelstree. Vinny, that's
okay. Yeah, I just realized that. My brain took a minute to get the synapses firing.
It's just like, oh man, I'm into this fight.
Well, actually, I was actually reading up on where tiger lycanthropy. So Zelstree is going to move a little bit closer to the one that's on Binks, and she is going to cast a Sacred Flame.
Go on, cast that Sacred Flame. Okay, Dex save. From which one is she casting it at?
The one that's on Binks.
Okay, so yeah, that hits.
All right, that's 8 points of damage.
That's something.
Oh, man,
I just did 8 points of damage. Okay. Alright, Gargoyle that was pushed off by Azaka off from Willow is still in melee range. So it's gonna take a claw at you, Willow, and then a bite at Azaka. So 23 for your AC. Willow, that hit. Willow off good. Hello. Hello.
For me?
Yeah.
Sorry. 11 is my armor class. Is that what you're asking? Sorry.
Yeah, dang.
Ooh.
That's squishy.
It's squish. All right, so
everywhere.
you take 8 points of damage as this thing just rakes across the top of your chest, and then it's just gonna bite down onto Azaka's shoulder. I would love to see the day that something actually fucking kills Azaka. By the way.
No.
Yeah,
No,
I would.
she is our tank.
Okay, so Nare is going to, from her little staff that she has, just shoot off that Eldritch Blast. Ooh, wow, 3 points of damage. And catch the one that's in contact with you, Binks.
My girl.
It just hits, and this purple blast just comes up the gargoyle's chest. And it's going to just reach back and attack at you, Binksy.
No.
Ooh. Both those hit.
Yeah.
So
Both
13
of them
points
do
of
hit.
damage as it's recoiling from this. It just comes right back into you and just claws and bites. Chelsea, hold on.
She's delivering my dinner. Sorry.
I saw the looming figure.
She is looming.
Okay. Victin.
I'm assuming the one on the left is actually like within melee range for me, right?
You were 10 feet down, and holding onto a rope.
Is that one next to him not down with him?
No, it's right. It's like right hovering with him.
Okay. All right.
So it's in melee range.
Okay. So Can I try and kind of wrap my foot into the rope so that if I happen to lose my hand gripping, my foot might get caught up in it, falling all the way down?
That sounds like a solid mountain climbing strategy.
God, I don't even know how we would do that. Just give me a dex check to do that.
8.
That's a save. Do a check.
Oh, this is a save? You're right, it is. Dexterity. 20. Natural 20.
Yeah, with a 20, man, you just quickly wrap your leg around it and do this little knot almost in the rope as you're trying to fight this thing from the rope.
So I'm going to grab Chilrend off my back with my one free hand, my other one's still holding onto the rope, and I'm going to try and swing at the son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
27. So
do you have a shield?
I do not.
Okay. Okay, 27. That hits.
So let's see. What does that do? So we gonna do the damage of 11 plus a 1d6 of cold damage.
They already rolled it for you.
Did it? Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right next to it. So 17 points of damage.
So as you hit it, you see the frost kind of come up across this thing's shoulder, and it just slowly creeps up. But it doesn't take as much from the actual impact. It's more of the frost that seems to be weakening it.
Okay.
Binks. Anything else?
Get a
Sorry.
second attack. So I'm gonna do the same attack. Just gonna swipe at it again with Chilrend with a 17.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
So that's 13 plus 4 is 17 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, so you just recoil back and just come back, bouncing off of the rocks to give you the momentum to hit it. Okay, Binks.
Alright. So yeah, getting just frustrated with my first miss, I'm gonna take another swipe with the Yuan-Ti Great Scimitar. It's a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And 15 damage. And it is not magical, by the way.
The
weapon is not considered magical.
Yeah, so it's you just take this greatsword and it just clangs against this stone rock.
Kind of having my wits about me, I'm going to take my second attack this time.
Oh shit, I got 2.
Now that I've heard everybody else do second attack.
Yeah. Well, I'm so used to it just being with the longbow that I was like, oh yeah, I can do that with melee too. So, second attack.
Give me...
That's a 1.
So, Kylie, just so you know, we do fumbles in all of this. So if you have a attack that is a critical fail, roll a d20.
Okay.
And if typically if it's above 10, you're fine. You just miss. If it's below 10, I roll on a different chart. That doesn't help. Okay.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Also, our crit.
That's it for me.
Our crit successes double damage.
Nice.
Well, I mean, just roll 20 just typically rolls that damage for us.
Well,
Okay. Anything else, Minx? No? Okay. So, seeing that this thing is outmatched, Travis, it's going to attack
Okay.
the rope.
Sweet.
It's going to bite at the rope.
I can tell the stone motherfucker.
Okay. So as this thing just claws across it, you just see it start to unravel a little bit, and then it bites at it. It unravels a little more.
May I ask how big these things are? Like, if you had to put a height to it?
They are probably 5 to 6 feet tall.
Okay.
They're medium. If you were to classify them in a character, they're medium.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Vinny. Blood good.
Right.
Blood's good.
I would like to yell out to Victin, climb up the rope, man. We need some help. And I'm going to. So if I use my assassin's bolt, Am I considered a surprise attack on it since I'm behind it?
It's currently engaged with Willow and Azaka, so yeah, you would be. It would be like a sneak attack, yeah.
So then, yeah, I'm going to pull out one of my Hunter's Bolts, and I'm going to take a shot at the one on Azaka and Willow.
Okay.
That's a 25.
Yeah, that hits.
Now I got to remember what those stupid things do. I do this every time I use this stupid thing.
If only you had like 8 people in front of you.
What do you mean? If only people
In turn order.
Oh. No, I've been looking. I've legit been looking. I can't find my Benny sheet.
It's in Discord somewhere.
I think it was 1d6.
What are you looking for?
Assassin bolt.
The assassin bolts that you guys picked up on me from the old lady sales lady.
It's in here somewhere. Travis, did you take that in your notes?
I am pretty sure I did, yeah. Assassins. Oh, you know what? It's probably not in searchable form, though. Demonic Mask, Assassins. Arrow of the Assassin? Is that what we're looking for?
Yes.
I've got it. I gotta actually look at it. When using this ammunition, you gain a +2 bonus attack to attack rolls. Additionally, the arrow does an extra 1d4 +2 damage if the target is surprised.
Okay.
Once it hits a target, it's no longer magical.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll your damage on the crossbow, and then do an extra d4 +2.
So that's 19 points of damage.
That whole thing is
points
in
of
chat.
damage. Yep.
Okay,
Alright.
so can I use that again?
And I think I can remember.
Yeah, so
And
as
then-
you hit this thing, part of its leg just kind of crumbles off, and it's looking very bad.
All right. I will take a normal shot with my heavy crossbow on it.
Okay.
12.
As you shoot this one, it kind of hits where that leg was and just flies free.
Okay.
Okay, Willow.
I am going to cast. I'm going to use the blade again.
Okay.
Sorry.
So 17 plus 7, that's a 24. That hits.
Okay.
Go ahead, yeah. Damn. So 11, 8. How do you want this thing to die?
Shit.
I just want to like shove the blade as far as I can into it, almost like it explodes from the fire.
Okay, so as you know, you Qui-Gon Jinn this thing in through the stone, it just slowly melts away, and you see the whole body just like start to glow, and then just falls down dead.
High quality first kill.
High quality first kill. That's right.
And can I say something?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna be like, see, I'm super useful.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
Never doubted you for a second. I yell as I'm barely hanging onto this rope.
You're good. You want to move or bonus action?
I guess I'll move. I want to stay where I'm at.
Okay. So it's Azaka's turn. She's gonna just turn to you, Will, and go, and then pull out her cross or her longbow and shoot it twice at this effer on Binks.
Yes.
One hits and it just kind of goes poop and falls down. Okay, Zelstri.
Zelstri is going to yell out, Binks, honey, how are you looking?
I'm good. I'm just worried about Victin. Haven't seen him.
Okay. So if he says he's good, she's going to take his word.
Here.
she's going to, hearing that, she's going to take his word for it, and she's going to...
Wasn't that the final words of Silver, by the way?
Silver, I'm good. Don't worry.
Yeah. Trust me, I did cross my mind, like, I don't know.
No, I'm good.
I didn't say I was good. I'm just saying I'm here.
No, God, no, that's the party killer. Not
Yep.
that one.
Oh no, do Thunderwave. That would be great up here.
Fireball's what I was looking at. Just
Oh.
Didn't Pixie do Thunderwave in the party and kill like 3 people?
Not talking about that.
We don't talk about those days.
Those are the old
Except when
days.
we do.
Sorry, I'm putting
Alright,
dice in my bag, so it might be a little loud.
sorry, she's got a lot of spells.
If only you
going-
had 8 people in front of you.
I mean, that's not
She's
untrue.
going.
I'm kidding.
Okay, fine. She's
I'm
gonna
kidding.
hold her turn. She's gonna hold her turn. No,
Okay, and Nara is going.
All right, so she's going to, hearing him say that he's good, she's going to cast Scorching Ray.
Do 3 attacks.
And, yep, 1. And they're going to be, I want to do all 3 of them on the one on Binks.
Okay.
2 and 3.
Nope. Do three actual attack rolls.
Oh. 2 and 3.
Okay, so the last one hits. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
So yeah,
9.
how do you want these things to look as they come out? Not how do you want it to die? Don't. It's not dead yet.
Okay, right. So,
Maybe that's not your call to say how these come out of Zell's tree.
I can tell you how I imagine they come out.
That's fine. I mean, if he's not here, he can.
Right.
Sure.
So I imagine that they're very much like the things that sweep the ground in Diablo. So she throws up like she kind of holds her hands kind of out at her side like this, and these 3 points of light come out at varying points on the playing field and start kind of sweeping. And they're a purplish kind of beam of light.
Okay.
And she's trying to focus all 3 of them on the gargoyle that's closest to Binks. And the first 2, like one's a little too low and the other one's too high, and the third one's just like right on the right spot. Hits it straight in the chest.
Okay. Anything else Zell's tree wants to do?
Does she get a second attack? I'm sure she does.
She doesn't get a second magical attack.
No. Okay, then she's good.
Okay. Nare is going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement on this guy. The Black Beam Energy make a ranged attack spell. Why is this not an attack in the thing? Worst. Okay, so a 24. And hit target deals only half damage with weapon attacks. So at this point, she just has this kind of black beam come out of her hand with kind of swirling purple beams around it, and it just hits this thing, and it goes like almost like a machine powering down. Okay, so it's this thing's turn. Gargoyle is going to bite, attack you, Binks. It's 15 head.
No.
Okay. And so yeah, not really understanding what just happened to it, it's going to just slowly swing at you, and you're, easy to dodge. Victin, start of your turn. Make a dexterity save, please.
Dexterity save is a sweet 5, so I'm fucked.
F-U-C-K.
Okay.
E-D.
So, let me roll for this.
Not bad. Not better.
God.
as you're trying to save yourself, the rope starts to give way. And you're not able to catch it. As it finally, the last, tendril that's hanging on gives way.
Okay.
And the rope falls. So
I assume, can I do anything to help myself at this point? I guess since it's my turn, I can do something.
As you're falling, give me another dexterity save. So the first one was to try and catch the rope as you're going down.
Dexterity save. That's an 11. That's a little better.
Okay. So as you're falling down, you kind of hug the wall and you slow yourself as best as you can. And I mean, so it's 100 feet. We'll say it's 90.
Is it 100 or 90? Okay.
It's 90. What is it a D10 for 10 foot or a D6? I think it's a D6.
Yeah, I think so. Is it? How far would he fall within the 6 seconds of this round? Would he make it the whole way down?
Probably very close. Well, but I think by the end of his round he would.
I mean, can I try and stab my sword into the wall, or can I try and take what's left of the rope and try and toss it around the leg or something of this gargoyle that's near me?
I mean, that's what that second dexterity save was for, man.
Fair enough.
So, as you fall, you're falling 90 feet. You're going to take half that, because you're able to slowly, gracefully fall down this mountain. So you're going to take 16 points of damage from falling 90 feet. It's not bad.
Right. No, it's not. I mean,
could have been worse.
Could have been a hell of a lot worse.
But so that's your turn, and you are prone at laying on the ground.
I'm just gonna yell all the way down, son of a bitch!
No.
Okay, Binks.
Yeah. So the one in front of me, another slice.
That does not hit.
That does not hit. So I'll go second attack. 12. Being totally frustrated, I will use my action surge and on 2 more attacks. So 24. I assume that one hits.
Yeah, the 24 does hit.
And I rolled 2 1s on the damage. God damn it. Second, fourth and final attack. 19.
That hits, yep.
And that's 8.
Okay. So yeah, you just come at this with a flurry of blows as you see Victin yelling down the mountain. In that, craziness, you land 2, so not bad.
Yeah, and I'll stay there, just ready for another swipe.
Okay, so this gargoyle is going to follow Victin down, and it's going to dash to be in melee, or it's going to stand about 20 feet up from you, so it's going to hover about 20 feet above you.
2d8 plus 4.
Oh, wait. Victin, you okay?
I forgot that I have Aura Protection, which was supposed to help me with some saving throws.
Well,
it's too late now, but now
I'll remember.
Yep.
Vinny. So
right.
The one you can see is engaged with Binks. The other flew about 80 feet down.
Yep. I'm going to go to the edge of the cliff, and I'm going to take a shot at the one that is that has followed Victin down.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a regular shot.
Ooh.
Oh
Yeah, that's an 11 with a critical fail.
That's a critical fail 1, and I rolled an 8 for the fumble. Come on, let me hear it.
Okay.
Bring the pain.
Make a Constitution save, please.
Ooh, that's a 22.
So as you're kind of trying to lean down and take this crossbow shot, you shoot yourself in the foot, and you're gonna take you're gonna take 4 points of damage.
Oh,
But
okay.
good news is it only caught a toe, so you're okay.
That's expendable.
You still have your second attack if you would like to take it.
Yes, I would. Take my second shot. Same guy.
Oh my god!
Oh, fucking hell. It's another critical fail. Roll 20, y'all.
You've had 3 criticals in a row. Only one of them good.
And somehow I still took 4 points of damage.
Oh.
Do you want me to roll the d20 or you want to do that?
Give me a second. I'm taking a drink. I took 3!
Ooh, 89's a good one.
I can feel it. God, where the fuck is it? 89. Okay, so not being a big fan of heights, you start to feel your chest just go faster and faster and faster. You can't breathe. And you're done for the rest of your turn.
Oh.
And
Okay,
you
cool.
die.
Okay.
And at least I didn't faint and fall off the edge, because...
Well, you're not done yet. Alright, so Willow, if you what do you want to do?
I am going to go over to Vinny, and I'm going to say, let me help you out with that. It looks like you're not able to make it, and I'm going to cast Spider Climb on him.
Wow,
Proper surfaces and upside down one ceilings. Ooh.
that's pretty cool. Okay, so Vinny, well, your
Nice.
feet start to just feel a little stickier as you're kind of like, oh my god. And at that point, Kylie, as you cast that Spider Climb, that flame sword just goes and dissipates out of your hand.
This is scary.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope.
Okay, Azaka's gonna take her other 2 shots. Pew pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
Kind of concerned about Vinny a little bit and just misses. Zelstree.
Zelstree is going to take another crack at the one that's been on Binks. And she's going to cast... She's going to just cast a Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Ugh.
Okay. Yeah, as this one hits, it doesn't have the same power as it did before. It just hits and goes, fizzles out.
That'll do it for her.
Dude, how many hit points does this one have?
It's a lot. So Nari is going to maybe cast Eldritch Blast. Son of a bitch. Okay, so it just kind of flies wide. Binks, this one's still engaged with you. He's gonna bite, claw. 22 to hit.
Yeah, that one hits.
So that's 1 point of damage.
Just one?
Just one. Yeah, it's still under Ray of Enfeeblement.
Oh, sweet.
Half damage.
Nice.
Victin, what you doing down there on the ground?
I'm gonna try and get up. And man, I don't even know because I don't. Because it's 100 feet, so I can't really do much to get back up.
And the rope has fallen down to you. So you have about 100 feet of rope at your feet.
If only I could throw that 100 feet, I say to myself.
And
I
you
can
have
throw a football over this mountain.
back to a football over that mountain. And you have a gargoyle
Rico.
about 10 to 15 feet above you floating.
10 to 15 feet above. So, let me figure. I got. I want to use my breath weapon.
Okay.
Because that is 5 by 30 feet with a dex save. Let's see. So let me just hit that button so I can actually read this better. Creature take 2d6 damage on a failed save.
What's your spell save?
It is, I think it's 15. It is 15.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and roll 2d6.
2d6. 7.
Okay. So yeah, as you just, this giant cone of lightning kind of crackles from your mouth, it just envelops this thing. You take 7 points damage.
And lay on hand, I think that is an action, right? Not bonus action. So I am done. Well, yeah, I'm done because I can't attack.
Okay.
'Cause I can't reach him with my sword, so I'm done.
Binks.
And I'm gonna take the scimitar and just like try to ram it into it. Not really slicing, but more trying to penetrate. 19. 14.
Okay.
Still standing.
I mean, these aren't magical, so you do have to hit
So
them.
as after my lunge, I want to then take a step back and I'm gonna try to hack it right at its neck.
Oh, double crit,
crit.
baby.
It's like quadruple damage.
25
So
points of damage.
25.
How would you like to do this?
Yeah, so at
Hell
that one,
yeah.
I'd like the blade to just kind of come at right at the base of its neck, and just if are there stone, right?
Yes.
Still stone when they're moving around. Yeah, and I'd just like to see the crack just start to come down its chest, and then it kind of just splits in two.
Nice. I mean, these aren't like gargoyles from the popular Disney TV show Gargoyles. These are like stone gargoyles.
These aren't the gargoyles from Disney's Gargoyles?
Which is also probably the coolest TV show that was around during its time.
That was a sick show, dude.
I think it doesn't get as much love as it should.
And
I'm slightly disappointed these ones don't sing.
be cool.
It would be cool. I mean, it's just they're not. They don't. They're
And
they're
seeing-
more like bite and kill and
Yeah.
stuff. Okay.
Seeing that crumble to the ground, I want to, with my free hand, I slap my face and I use my second wind
Get
to gain 11 hit points.
Jesus. Okay. Gargoyle appears going to.
Oh, wait. I was supposed to roll a 1d10. Dang it. Ah! +6, so 7 hit points.
Why did you say
I should have
anything?
shut up.
You can
alright.
you can stick to 11. That's cool.
No, that's tough.
You rolled a 5. That's fine. I'm cool with that.
Alright.
Gargoyle appears going to dive at you, Travis.
And my armor class is 16, so
Yeah. So since it's diving, it does an additional 5 points of damage in that dive from the impact of the stone to you. So 9 points of damage from the attack.
okay.
I'm just gonna sit there and chill. Vinny, what kind of melee weapons do you have?
What kind of melee weapons do I have?
Yes, it's
I have two. I have 2 short swords.
so. As you're having this panic attack, you just pull out those 2 short swords, and you're going to swing at Willow. So make 2 attacks, please.
So I'm gonna as she come over to me and cast spider climb on me, I'm gonna turn and look at her with wild eyes and say,
what kind of sorcery are you doing? I'm going to take 2 short sword attacks.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Both of those hit.
Both of those hit, correct?
Willow,
Your
did
armor's
those hit?
11, right?
Yeah, 11. Sorry.
Alright, so
I'm sorry.
the
Sorry,
second
I was
one,
distracted.
the second one
15.
doesn't get the bonus, so it's only a 3. You roll the 3 and +4 for your dex. It does not get the dex bonus since it's a bonus action offhand.
Gotcha.
So you take 11 points of damage from Vinny, just wide-eyed, like freaking out about what's happening.
I am never helping you again.
And Willow, it's your turn. Vinny, that is your turn. I apologize.
That's fine.
I'm going to cast Goodberry and eat some berries for some health. Sorry, I'm trying to forget. There we go. It didn't.
See, Devin, look at your dumb attacks that you did. He's like, oh, I just put everything in making an attack. I think it's a 1d10, if I remember correctly. Goodberry.
Up to 10 berries, yeah.
And then I think, yeah, you get 10 berries, but what does it heal? I think it's a 1d10.
1 hit point per berry.
Okay, so
I need all 10 of
yeah,
them.
you just. I mean, she has no manners when she just. I'm just kidding. Anything else you would like to do?
Move away from Vinny.
Good choice. Good choice.
Vinny, please make an attack of upward. No, I'm just kidding. kidding.
You asshole.
So as Vinny, after all of this happens, you're kind of like, whoa. You shake out of it, and you understand what you did.
Yeah, so I think he's just gonna kind of like shake his head, and he's gonna see her like backing away in horror as she's like munching on berries, and he's gonna look really regretful for now.
Okay. Azaka's gonna run over and just. Well, where's Victin?
He's over the side.
What do you mean? He fell?
He fell. He's down there. Look.
And she's gonna look over and then take
I'm
a.
just waving up at her.
She's gonna take a crossbow, or not a crossbow, a longbow shot, and just catch this thing like right in the back, and then again just kind of plinks off like. Bloop. And she's gonna say, "How are we getting down there? He has a rope." And then Zelstri's turn.
So Zelstri is going to. She's gonna come over to here. Seeing the Victin, Vinny, that was Victi. Vinny freak out on Willow. She's gonna say, "Do you need some help there, honey?"
Yes.
Please.
Please.
She's gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, you heal for 8 hit point or 12 hit points. I'm sorry.
Well.
12, yeah.
Yee.
Anything else, Zelstri?
She's gonna give her like a nod as she does it, and that'll be her turn.
Okay. At this point, so Vinny, you have spider climb, correct? How long does
Yes.
that last?
1 hour.
Okay, so at this point, Nari is gonna pull out, this little feather she has, and she just kind of throws it in the air, and Azaka, Willow, Binks, and Zelstree have Featherfall. And she is going to just jump off.
Did she have Featherfall?
Yeah, she. So
Okay.
five people.
Yep.
Oh shit! I forgot myself.
Goodbye, crew world!
Cannonball!
She's just wearing the shoes that Shell has from Portal. She's fine.
Yeah, that's cool. Good to go.
Cool.
Falling rate descent slows to 60 feet per round until the spell ends. If the creature lands before the spell ends, it takes no falling damage. Okay. Victin. So you are in melee with this guy.
Okay. I'm going to... Where's my sheets? We're just going to... we're going to use Children again. Slash this son of a bitch for 21.
That hits.
And 11 points of damage, 1 cold.
Okay.
And then we're going to do it again, just in quick succession. The second attack for 22 for another 10 points of damage, 3 of them cold.
Okay. I mean, this thing is, you just... It is hurting. It can no longer fly. You have cut its wings off. It is on death's door.
Yeah. Cool.
What happened there? Binks, it skipped you for some reason.
Okay. So I'm gonna see Inare take a swan dive off the cliff and just. I imagine as she casts it, I kind of feel something a little lighter and.
I mean, you kind of feel like this. You feel lighter, almost as if you're, zero gravity.
All right, so I'll step to the edge and kind of see her falling at a much slower rate and kind of much like Indiana Jones, where he's taking a step onto the bridge he can't see, kind of take that leap, big step, and step out and start to fall slowly. And I will sheathe my the UNT Great Scimitar and take out the clockwork blades and pound them together. And then I want to fire some arrows at the gargoyle down there.
I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be disadvantaged while you're shooting or while you're falling.
Okay.
But a 22
on that one, it's fine.
Yeah. How do you want to do this?
I believe these would be magical. It doesn't say for sure, but
how do you want to do this? It doesn't matter.
So its wings are off. It's just kind of like
it's just like this barely like half its face is probably gone, and it's just this crumbling statue that has just a little bit of life essence left.
Oh man. Yeah, I'll just as I'm falling, I'm shooting it like down between my legs and aiming for its head, whatever part of its head is left. And let's say it's like already kind of cracked, so it'll come in to where the temple was and just kind of come in, hit the head, and then on the backside just shatters out all this kind of like rubble.
And as it just finally falls and just as it hits the ground, just goes. Ksh,
yeah, like T-1000.
When he's shattered with.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
then I'll kind of fall slowly.
At that point, we're out of initiative. Nare kind of gracefully falls and just slowly takes a step or two as she hits the ground. Binks, you do the same. Azaka's like, I ain't doing this. Nope, not doing this.
Was Featherfall cast on her?
Yep. Everybody has a form to get down. So Benny, you have the spider climb. Willow, you have Featherfall. And Zelstree, you have Featherfall.
Zelstree's going to come up to the edge. She's going to turn her back to it. She's going to Nesty plunge down.
Okay.
I'm going to run towards the edge to jump off, but on my way off, I trip over a rock and ungrace.
Okay, so as you're falling, give me a dex save.
Oh. Oh.
Perfect.
So you're running, you're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be awesome, and then you hit this root and you're like, oh shit, this is so cool. And you're just tumbling. And when you hit, I mean, you're not falling fast, so it's not gonna hurt, But you hit face first, and you're just like, oh shit. But
And I get up and like try to like dust myself off, like nope, I saw that.
Okay, let's go, But Vinny, you're up here with Azaka. And she's looking at the edge like, nope, I'm not. No, there's another way. Nope.
Hey. First.
Nope, not interested.
I want to push her off.
So you just kind of bam, and she's like, "What the fuck, Vinny?" And she just slowly, she's like, "Oh," and it takes her about 20 feet of falling to be like, "Well, this isn't too bad."
Vinny's gonna look down and see Willow down at the bottom and see her kind of brush herself off, falling, and he's just gonna start walking down the side of the mountain.
She's like, "What's up? I'm cool."
No, I think it's like more like a Charlie Brown kind of walk, like in Arrested Development. So he's gonna get to the bottom, take his time getting there. He's gonna get to the bottom, go to Will and say, I owe you an apology. I don't know what came over me. I'm really sorry.
And I walk away.
Well, is everybody okay? You good?
I'm good.
Victin, how you doing?
You took a fall there, Victin.
I'm a little hurt, but I'm good. I can walk. I can do stuff.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Well, I'll start coiling up at least my 100 feet of rope and untying the extra 50. I don't know whose it was, but
Victin.
Yeah, so I'll give it back to Victin and get mine kind of stowed away.
So I get the part that's broken off, so I get like 45 feet.
Yeah, you get about 40 feet.
30
well,
feet.
you get 30 feet because you had 10 feet up, tied to the tree. So there's still about 20 feet hanging off the tree down. Vinny, as you were walking down this, you a little faster pace, not sure how long this spell lasts or, this shit that you have on your feet, right? You see a few more gargoyles start to, like, unearth and activate. But the moment you hit the level ground, they just kind of reseat themselves and go back to the sitting position they were in. And as you guys are down here, you see the great city of Omu for what it is and what it was.
Great city.
It is, no longer this gorgeous city.
So the buildings right next to us, do they look like overgrown, in shambles, kind of in some ruin?
Yeah, so everything here has just removing everybody so I can see where we're at. Everything here has just like weeds everywhere. The buildings are crumbling. There's no upkeep. There's nobody maintaining this. But there's buildings. There's still doors on some of them.
What time is it?
It's probably about 4 to 5 after all of this, yeah.
We should probably find shelter somewhere. It's gonna get dark soon. I don't know what's crawling around down here. I mean, hopefully with those gargoyles playing guards, there's not much down here. Princess, Nare, anything? Where might we be able to go?
I've never been here. I mean, she points to Azaka. She's our guide.
I didn't know if you had stories of a stronghold somewhere within here.
Well, I mean, as you get closer to the city you saw, the big capital over there, that's where my throne is. Okay. And you did see over. She kind of points in this direction.
Okay.
But
what's the scale here? How big is this? Is it like Fort Nyanzaru big or bigger?
So I mean, the scale is
okay, so 1,000 feet. All right.
Half a mile across.
Okay.
A little less than half a mile each way. So not huge, but big enough that there's buildings everywhere. It could hold a couple thousand people, you would think.
So that's smaller than 9-0.
Much smaller, yeah.
Okay.
And so as you guys are kind of getting your bearings, you fall right in this area here. And directly to your right, you see this giant stone amphitheater that has, it's probably 6-7 levels of seating where, plays probably took place, things like that. And then to the right, you see some smaller buildings that are all unoccupied. As you kind of poke your head in a few, there's nothing in any of these buildings.
What do you guys think? I'm just afraid of what we're gonna find if we start heading into the center. You wanna find a place to hold up for the night and head out in the morning, or do we want to take a short rest?
I think finding shelter for the night might be best.
I agree with Willow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Okay. So it's early afternoon, 5-ish, I think I said. You guys kind of poke your head through some of these buildings, not making it very far into the city. You find a pretty good one that's empty that has enough room for you to fit this party of 7, this motley crew that we have going. Are you trying to barricade yourself in? So as you walk in, it's just stone building. So it's a very plain stone room that you could see that there used to be, paint and colors on the wall, but those have long since faded. It's just very dull and just very, plain in here. There's no windows in the first floor.
But there is a second floor.
A ruined staircase would lead to the second floor, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if we need to barricade ourselves, but maybe we should just take turns keeping watch.
Hey, Vinny, don't you have those exploding arrow things? Can we put those in the door?
Yeah, I've got a couple per second out. So Vinny will cast Cord of Arrows, and he'll place all 4 of them in the same square, right in the doorway.
Okay.
Is there only one doorway?
Yeah, so as you walk in, there's one doorway that leads to this main road here. And then there's a ruined staircase that would go up, but it's crumbled. There's 2 steps and then it just dies off. But up above you can see where the hole would be for the landing. And then Vinny, you just stick your arrows in. Who's taking first watch?
I'll take first watch.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
You got it, buddy.
You got it, man.
Perception is 12.
12. So, reflecting on the day that we've had and the week, your shift goes by without a hitch. Who's taking second watch?
I'll do it. I don't need too much rest, so I'll take number 2.
I'll take it with him.
Okay. Is that Vinny or Zelstri?
That's Vinny. Zelstri will take 3rd.
Okay, so go ahead and give me perception with advantage, or each of you give me your own perception roll.
Give my own perception.
I do my own rolls. Okay, so with the 20, Binks. What?
Well, I was gonna engage in a little bit of conversation.
Yeah, no, go absolutely.
Okay. So, Vinny, I saw you kind of turn on Willow. Did you see something I didn't? I know she helped, but I don't know.
Can't explain it. No. I looked over the side, and I could see myself falling. Never. I don't know. Can't explain it. Kind of just snapped there for a minute, and I hurt her bad. I didn't mean to.
Okay, I didn't want.
She was trying to help.
Okay.
She was trying to help, and I don't know.
But you're good though, right? Because I mean, I thought you were one of the solid ones. Kind of has your metal together, and I'm the one that freezes.
I mean, yeah, I'm doing all right. Look, I'm really trying out here. I know I keep saying that. It's been, again, as you know, told you before, it's been a long time since I've been around people. And,
Quite a few of us now.
yeah, and it's not exactly the most easy thing in the world for me. In fact, probably the most challenging thing I've experienced out here. But I don't know. I think in a weird way it's kind of good for me. So I don't know. Feeling pretty down about myself right now, but I'll be all right. Good night's sleep.
Yeah, I think that'll be good for all of us. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully we find this artist similar character. I don't like this. Feel good about it at all.
And Binks, as you're in deep with this conversation, you hear the sound of clicking on stone.
Tringa.
Just a second. I have like a note that I want to bring up next time, and I don't want to forget it.
Nerd alert.
Okay, so like where at? Above us, outside?
Out on the main, so out on this main thoroughfare that you would think would have been like a walking street. Yeah, you'd hear like several animals just clicking and running, and it passes very quickly.
Okay.
But you would assume that it is like claws on the stone that's there.
And as we were having that tail end of that conversation, I would kind of like stop and just kind of bring up, the finger to my mouth and shh. And then I imagine Vinny would hear it at that point, and those aren't the gargoyles, are they? Then sound like claws.
You're on mute, Vinny.
No, I'm not. I was trying to whisper. I'll pretend whisper.
I'm pretending.
Okay. Mind's eye whispering. No, there's. That's some. When I was walking down the side of the mountain, some more of those gargoyles came alive. But when I touched the floor, they went back to stone. I think they protect the walls. So, whatever that is, that ain't them.
Did it sound like they continued on that road and kind of passed us? Not
Yeah,
stopping
the sound came
Okay.
from the south, and it was just straight up this road.
All right. Yeah, I'm not into waking everybody up. I think if they're moving on, we let them go.
Yeah, we're not ready for struggle right now. If we can help it.
Okay. So
Alright.
rest of your shift goes off without hitch. Who wants to take third?
I believe Zelstri's going to take the third one.
And I'll go with her. But when I'm getting out of bed, it's like getting a teenager out of bed. It's like, oh.
Zelstri's going to come over and be like, "Honey, come on, it's time to wake up. Honey."
I'm coming.
She's gonna kick you. Not lightly, but not hard.
Okay.
sternly.
I'm coming! And so I just drag myself out of bed.
God, just leave me alone. Fuck.
And I would have told one of them like, "Hey, something's creeping around out there. Just keep your eyes and ears open."
Vinny's gonna look at both of them as he goes, and he's not gonna say anything. And he starts to walk away. And turn around and say, "Just be safe." And he'll turn around and go lay down.
Okay. If you both would give me a perception check.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Okay, what languages do you speak, Kylie?
Oh shit.
I think only common. Oh, common and elvish.
Okay. So, after about an hour or two from the other side of the building, so off into the side, you hear some rummaging, almost like a raccoon going through the trash type thing. So something scurrying about. And then you hear a weird language that you've never heard before. Not really, being one for adventures and this is your first time out. You hear something communicating with something else.
I just listen. I tell. I forgot her name.
Zelstri.
Zelstri.
I believe I heard it too. Let's just keep quiet. Drawing attention to ourselves.
What languages do you speak, Zelstri?
I did not see it on her character sheet. Let me see. Look again.
What drow?
It says language heavy armor.
You have language.
That's the only
I only
language
speak
I know.
one language. The language of the blade. I assume that she speaks Undercommon.
Yeah, and Elvish.
And Common.
Probably.
Maybe Elvish. Guess.
Yeah, as Willow pointed out to you, you start to hear it too, and it's conversation back and forth. There's 3 or 4 different voice variations. So you would think 3 or 4 different things.
What does the language sound like?
I can't do that. I mean,
try hard.
Yeah.
I mean, don't do it. Just describe it. Does it sound like? I guess what I'm getting at. Does it sound hissular? Does it sound
kind of
very blunt and
it's
hard,
more
harsh noises?
It's more. You've actually heard Victin use that at one point. How about that? Maybe when he was talking to Durseth.
Well, Zelstri wouldn't have, but
Willow wouldn't have either. So it's
okay.
You guys wouldn't have heard shit. it's draconic. Just so we all
Okay.
But I've heard Draconic when I was in the village.
Yes, actually, good call.
Yeah.
You would have heard Draconic in the village.
Sweet, I can keep sleeping.
I wonder if that's part of Vinny's clan. I wonder if some escaped. Victins!
Very easy to mess those two up.
Yeah.
I do it all the time in my head. And I'm one of them.
One of them.
You're the worst.
Yes, I am. I'll never deny that.
We don't have any way of knowing.
You cut out your noise.
Yeah, too quiet.
I'm sorry. I'm
Just
trying to be
talk
dramatic.
normally.
I can't deal with these conditions.
The writer's
Okay, we'll do it
struggling.
live.
We can't be somebody silly,
God
right?
damn it! Just talk normally.
I am talking normally.
You cut out.
It did cut out again. Yeah.
Oh, it's my noise gate. Gotcha. All right, I'm theoing.
You are. Yeah.
Okay. So Zelstri
Always
is
one of us.
trying to say we can't be certain that it is one of Victin's people. We don't know what language these other scaled friends speak.
Should we just wait till they pass?
Right.
I think we might want to get the party involved.
Okay. Hey, wake up, guys!
What the fuck was
do
that?
we-
Zelstri's gonna give you like a disgruntled kind of look, like
So, as you do that, you hear everything stop. You don't hear the sound anymore.
Uh-oh.
Zelstri is going to tiptoe over to Victin as fast as she can, and she's going to wake him.
What's
She's
going
gonna
on?
she's gonna put her finger up to, or she's gonna put her hand over his mouth, say, "Be quiet," and say, "Okay, I can't whisper. We believe we heard somebody speaking Draconic. We were hoping, we were trying to wake the party, and a friend over here got a little enthusiastic.
And after
I think we."
a couple
I'll
seconds,
I'll slowly sit up and get out of the bed.
as you do that, the scuffling and the rummaging starts again. And Victin, you hear in a softer voice, "No, go over there. Look over there." And then you hear some lighter footsteps and some scurrying over there.
Would I have recognized the sound of that voice, or just what they were saying?
You just recognize just what they're saying.
Okay.
Is there?
Um.
No.
So I'll just say, sounds like they're looking for something or something. Like it's definitely Draconin. Maybe I should go out there and I'll at least go to the door and see if I can see. Try and stay kind of hidden. I'll walk slowly over to the door and kind of peer out a little bit, see if I can see anything.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the edge of the. Zelstri's gonna go to the edge of the door as well, but be prepared to yell back and wake up everybody.
Okay.
What you want?
As you guys poke your head out, you see one of these. See one of these guys. This is cute.
Ooh, a kobold.
So he's a small little kobold, rummaging through through some of the buildings, through some of the debris. You see three others that are with it. One appears to be directing from what you see, Victin, and that's the one you heard say, "No, look over here."
Okay. Does it look like they're looking towards our dwelling?
No, they're
right
looking. They're looking across the alley from you guys.
Okay.
At another building, just in some debris, and they kind of look around every once in a while, because you would assume that as skittish as they are not the top of the food chain here, maybe.
Okay. So I'll just turn back to the party and just say, "Oh, it's not a dragon kind, but it's definitely a reptilian creature. It looks like they're looking around for something, but I don't know what." Then I'll just kind of listen in to see if I hear them say anything else.
Zelstri like to poke her head out and see if she can get a look at them.
Yeah, you would see them too. I mean, they're right
Okay.
across the alley. From
Does she recognize them as kobolds?
Give me.
I guess I could ask the same question. Would I have noticed none of that either?
Give me a nature check, both of you. I mean,
10.
13.
Zelstri probably is not terribly familiar with them, Victin, you have run across them being so close to here that there are packs of kobolds in the Cholt jungles. So you have an idea of what they are. You've never communicated with them. You've heard of them.
Mm-hmm.
You've never, like, ran into them.
I think they might be kobolds. I've seen them around here in years past. That's all. I don't know much about them, though. We never interacted.
Should we try to catch them?
Catch them?
Did they look armed? Did they look armed when I saw them?
You see one has a little short sword on its back. Another has like a sling tied to its waist.
They are armed, at least very lightly. I don't know if we should mess with them because we don't know how many of them there are. They're smaller than I am, so they could be very well hidden around all these buildings.
I imagine you three, like, one's poking his head out at the bottom, one's in the middle, and one's at the top.
Like Three Stooges.
Yeah.
Hello, hello,
Hello.
hello. That would be my concern as well. How many of these things can we not see? If we can see, how many can we see? 3?
You see 4. And
See 4.
as you guys are talking, you hear a loud, like, clang, and they stop. And then they clang. It was coming from them. Like, shh, stop. Be quiet.
So my ear, I'm just gonna like perk up a little bit and listen a little harder to make sure I hear what they're saying, and then kind of signal to everybody else to shh.
As you guys kind of quiet down, they go back to rummaging and, you know, picking through rocks.
They might be able to hear us. We should be very quiet and careful.
I'm going back to bed.
You need a good sleep.
Okay.
You've been sleeping better, Binks. I've noticed that.
Leonie's going.
Is this really the type of conversation?
No, it's not.
Oh my god. So after about a couple minutes of watching these, you see them kind of scurry and then move up the street a little bit. What do you guys want to do? You want to fight them? You want to let them go? You want to hug them? Catch
Was
them?
there a straggler at any point? One that maybe...
No, they were pretty close together. And you could tell they've been through here before.
They are just kobolds. And I do, like, just metagaming for a second, I do kind of agree with Willow that it would be very advantageous to catch one of these.
I mean, you can try.
In fact, I think Zelstri would probably wake up the group. Everybody's already awake, but before Banks go back to sleep, he'd say, our friend Willow here did have a good point. We are at a severe disadvantage because we have no idea what lives here or how many of them live here. And those things didn't look that intimidating. It might behoove us to catch one of them.
How far away are they from our building?
They're about 60 feet now. So they're hard to see even if you have dark vision. And they're getting smaller as time
Is it nighttime or?
Yes, it's
We're
middle.
gonna do 3 watches. Okay.
It's like 4 a.m. right now.
Okay.
I don't know that we could catch up to them now.
Maybe we can see where they lay down in bed.
Well, I mean, it's only going to take a little bit of noise for them to start poking around. We could set a trap right in here.
I could cast Thunderwave.
I don't think we need to make that much noise.
Oh.
But Vinny realizing that might be a little harsh, he's gonna say, but that's a nice idea.
I like where your head's at.
You did good, but no.
But no.
I mean, maybe just throwing a rock out into the alleyway might be enough.
Vinny will pull out of his bag his skillet, cast iron skillet, hold it up in the air, look at everybody.
Do it!
I guess. I'll get an arrow ready and
Get up against the walls. Get up against the walls around the door.
I don't like
stay away from those exploding arrows. Like,
I'm dropping it. I dropped it.
Before you do that,
I dropped it. I dropped it.
I was gonna say I just want to get out of the room and go like around the corner, just so we're not completely all trapped in there.
So was
I dropped it.
Was anybody watching the kobolds?
What do you mean watching them?
No,
Zelstri was. Zelstri never took her eyes off them.
Okay. So, fucking Vinny. As you drop this cast iron pan, it just goes ting, and in this concrete room, it just like the noise reverberates off of everything, and it funnels out the door, and it makes a very loud sound. And Zelstri, as you're watching them, they stop what they're doing, and they're like, and then they run off.
oh, damn it.
And seconds after that, you hear
The bigger, badder thing.
the familiar sound that you've heard before, the roar of a T-Rex. And as you guys are kind of waiting, you hear it get up from the amphitheater, and it's just slowly meandering down that main thoroughfare.
If I were holding a spoonful of Jello, it would be jiggling.
It would be jiggling. Your pants are probably jiggling at this point too.
I'm gonna whisper, Thunderwave now?
No.
And that's where we're going to end it for
Sit
tonight.
still.
Shit! No!
Yeah,
You got us into it, Vinny. I think this is a well-deserved cliffhanger there.
I will say,
Do your eyes light up a little bit?
consider. Yeah, I think whenever that first thump from the dinosaur foot, slamming down, Vinny just gets this bright, big smile on his face. Like, he's gonna look over it. He's gonna look over at Binks and go. And he's gonna start scrambling to grab his crossbow.
So what you do see, though, I will show you you could probably see it as it kind of walks by.
Oh,
You see that.
Better.
And
that's fucking cool.
It's a real T-Rex. It's not a zombie
shit.
one. And as it kind of walks down the thoroughfare, it's kind of like looking through the buildings, trying to find whatever woke it up and its meal for the day. But you would get that this is probably the apex predator of the area that the kobolds are scared of.
You want that horn, don't you?
At least that small one.
Well, so this is really
That's
where
good.
we'll end it. Kylie, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for letting
Thank you.
Yeah, that was awesome.
This leaves space for next Friday if you're available.
Yep.
Is there anything that you want to promote? I forgot to ask that at the start.
No, every once in a while I art stream, but it's not enough to
No.
promote. Stonefly Kai.
Stonefly Kai. It's her Twitch.
Stonefly_Kai.
Stonefly_Kai. That's the Twitch if you guys want to check it out. Sometimes she art streams. Maybe she will at some point. Who knows? But thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to follow us at Twitch at DN_Dad, YouTube at DadBodDnd. Come back every Friday for either Tomb of Annihilation or Murder in New Bruges, which is our cyberpunk setting that we have. That's going to do it for us all. So in the famous words of Critical Role, we love you. And that will do it. So, bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.